And good afternoon, everybody. I hope you are doing well today on this gorgeous, sunny, hot day. Well, it is in the south of England. I don't know where you are, so please tell me whereabouts you are. And if you are a VIP, then also let me know if you are VIP as well, because I'm making sure today is more aimed at the VIPs. Don't worry, if you're not a VIP, you will still get a reading courteous of SBTV, because as you know, SBTV is 100% free. But if you are VIP, let me know. Put VIP in your chat. Obviously, we do know who the VIPs are, so we can check. So no little white lies, you lot. And I'll be offering some Oracle of the Unicorn cards along with my Angel Wisdom cards here that I'll be using today. So hi to everybody who's on YouTube and on Facebook, and please don't forget to say hi, tell us whereabouts you are, and if you're VIP, and lastly, the most important thing, to share, because Facebook doesn't promote SBTV because we refuse to pay for their adverts, so they do their utmost to try and block everything that we do. So the only way to get us noticed, if you share only to pages that you think may be of interest. Don't go along to your local groups that have no interest in spiritualism or psychics or tarots, etc. And those love hearts, they know you do the little love hearts. It's them as well, because then that puts us up higher. So there you go. So don't forget, if you are a VIP, today's show is going to be more aimed at the VIPs to say thank you to them. But don't worry if you're not a VIP, because we will be picking people at random as well. So let's do some good afternoon and some hellos. So we got Angeline who's here, to Jill, watching from Northern Ireland. It's raining. Oh, it's gorgeous here. I've even got the old fan on the back, so which is cooling me down. She's doing a good job. Get it, fan? Go give him a go. Hi to Keith, hi to Amanda, to Mary, to Christine, hello, to Wendy who's here as well, to our lovely Alison, to Mary Garner, to Wendy as well. You know, when I say the love hearts, I mean not when you go onto the emojis, not the emojis, the little things that you click to say, oh, I don't know how Facebook works. You know what you're doing, I don't. Who else have we got on here? Sharon's here as well. Hi to Sharon. To Natalie Bentley, hi to you. Hi to Jan. Hi to Julian. Good afternoon to you, young man. Who else have we got here? Wendy's asking a question. Can I have a reading, please? Wants to change my old job. Would the new one be better? Without giving you a reading, you've got to see if you feel that the new job is for you. Have you done your research on the company that you're going for? Because people might see a job or they're unhappy with their job. Go and speak to your boss sometimes. Say, look, I'm really unhappy. I used to love my job. This is a situation. Help me. Can you do something to help me? If you feel that another job or a company would offer you a better service, remember, you're working with them, not for them. It's a two-way situation. And if you feel that it's right for you to move on, or if you feel that you're not going further with your career, then maybe look into it. But it's only you who can make that decision and what you want to do with your life, Wendy. You shouldn't let cards or spirit or anybody else dictate what you do. It's your life. Do what you want with it. And I suggest then do your research, to say, on the company that if you're applying for jobs, don't think, oh, this would be better for me, because sometimes the adrenaline, the excitement when you get a new job is good, but after a while you start to regret it, or you might think, oh, is this right for me or not? So that's my advice away from the oracle cards that I would say, but I hope that helps in some way. Dumbarton, Mary's in Dumbarton. Hi from Dumbarton. Not sure where that is. I'm guessing that was that Scotland or something like that. I'm not quite sure where that is. Dumbarton. No, Scotland. Oh, I guessed right. There you go. Guessed right. Alison's saying she's a VIP here, as well as being wonderful. Absolutely. Don't forget, if you are a VIP, please tell me, because this show's more aimed at the VIPs today, so I'm going to try and get through as many as I possibly can. I'm only going to stay on for about an hour or so. But if you're not a VIP, I won't be neglecting you. I will pull cards for them as well. But it's VIPs do a lot for this channel. Keep it going. As you know, if you're a regular, I pay for everything out of my own pocket. Being the equipment that we have when we go on location, to the monthly cost for StreamYard, Zoom, the servers, anything else that we have to pay for, all comes out of my pocket. So those who kindly donate to help towards the costs, we like to give them a bit more priority. So that's why we're doing that for today. But and not being neglected to everybody else, I will try and get around you as much as I can. So those who are a VIP, make sure you put VIP in your comments. So let's start the show as I'll be chatting away. As I said, I'm using the Oracle of the Unicorn cards. I do this purely for a bit of fun. I am no expert. I purely just like laugh and giggle. Don't have to take my reading seriously. If you do want a reading, hi Valerie, then go along to our directory and find a professional medium who will give you readings in a professional level. I do this purely for a bit of fun. If it resonates and makes sense to you and it helps, then I wish you all the best. Okay, here we go. Let's go to Tina Lacey. So what I'll do on your name will be on the screen if I'm giving you a reading. So bear with me. I don't know why there's a bear with me. I'd rather have a lion or a tiger or something, but there you go. Oh God, that's old, isn't it? It really is old. Hey Zoe, how you doing? And Kathleen's here as well. Right, so this one is for Tina Lacey. So if your name is on the screen, we call that a lower third. If you ever see that on our channel, we always have it on our shows. So then because we stream to YouTube and Facebook, it allows you then to know which channel or the individual from which channel they're coming from. So at this moment we've got Tina. So this card is for you. Prosperity. A gift of money is on its way. Your income is increasing. Manage your finances with love. Now, I'm not saying that you go in the lottery or anything like that, because if you do, then make sure you think of SBTV. You know what I mean? Anyway, right, so prosperity. Even though it says money on there for Tina for you, but I also feel there's other things around you at the moment that is going to change for you, and it's going to be in a better light. You're going to see things a little bit more differently and understand certain situations that need addressing. And we all have certain things in our life that we need to look into. And I also want to say to you is that there is some income coming your way, as the card clearly says, and that could be something little as a grant or something like that, or starting a new job or a part-time job or whatever, but it is there for you. But what I want to say at this moment in time, that you need to let yourself free. You need to relax, and you've got to think what's coming up ahead of you. You've got to think for the future. So if the money comes in, don't just blow it and think, oh yeah, I'll treat myself. Sometimes we can't. Sometimes you've got to hold it back. Sometimes we've got to look after ourselves as well and stop thinking of others financially, helping them out. You've got to start thinking of yourself now. Okay? I'm going to leave that as that because I'm going to try and do as many as I can today. And they're going to be short and sweet, just like me. Something about Julia. Right, the Emperor. So yet again, another positive card here. Logic and organisation will increase your success. Take charge of the situation. Accept a leadership role, structure and discipline. Okay, so that is for you there. I hope that helps in some ways for you, Tina. Right, that's that. Who else? You can ask as many questions as you want, Petrie. Hello to you. Hey to Danielle. Hey Linda, how you doing? Pamela Watson's here from Australia. Hi Pamela, how you doing? Well, Sharon's here as well. Terry Louise. Yes, I agree with that, Richard. I have a lot of work to do on myself. Good, and I wish you all the best. I'm pretty sure it will work out because the prosperity card is for you. As I said, even though the card says financially, but I also said it was for you as well. So I wish you all the very best. Right, let's do a non-VIP. Then we go back and forth to VIP, non-VIP. I think that's only fair. Let's have a quick look who shared for me. Only 10 people shared, but thank you for those who have. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Right. See how it works for me. It's very strange. I cannot explain it. All your comments are sent to me, to our software here, and then it shows me in rows of 20. And in that row of 20, it's like in bold. If that makes sense, then you know, understand when I say text letters are bold, you understand that. That's what I see. I don't know if I need glasses or not, I'm not sure. But that's when I see it and I think, okay, maybe that's the sign. Then thank you for sharing, Sharon. So yeah, so that's how I see it. Hi Audrey, nice to see you. And Amanda as well. Mary Gardner is who I feel drawn to. So Mary, it's funny because I always thought, yeah, when you hear the people, if you're drawn to me, and it's strange because I never sort of really understood what they meant, because I don't feel drawn to people. Obviously, you feel drawn to people in your life, like friends, loved ones, and so forth. You've got that connection, but not when you do this. So I understand now when they say I feel drawn. But Mary, for you, awareness, live in the moment, be conscious of your thoughts, look for signs and guidance. And that's actually one of my favourite cards. If you're a regular, you know that. I always love it when that card comes out. And I always see it as a positive card. Even though it says about being aware and live life at the moment, but I always feel it's more of a spiritual thing than of a situation that is going around you. But also the card does represent that. And where it says live for the moment, because we never know what's going to happen tomorrow, don't we? Why do we wonder what happened yesterday when tomorrow is a new day? If someone has an issue with you, and it's them that has to deal with it, not you, because sometimes communication doesn't always work. You can talk and talk and talk, and they just don't listen, or they don't want to see it, because they're narrow-minded. They keep their mind focused. And where I'm going with this at this moment, Mary, for you, it's the same situation with you. Don't worry about any fears or any doubts. I feel that where you're going forward on your spirituality is going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. And it's talking about being aware more of the truth around you than people saying little small things or niggling at you. Ignore those. You know the truth, so don't let people bring you down. That's what I want to say to you. You are in the next step of your own divine development and your conscious level, if I want to say that. In other words, what I mean by that, you're going to be seeing more things if you're not already, and you're on your next step further. Things are changing for you spiritually as well around that. Okay, so that's what I feel. What I also want to say to you is that you're on the right path. Okay, sometimes we feel that we're on the right path. The right path is what you see the path to be, not what a medium or clairvoyant or what a tarot card reader, not what they say, is how you see it. Because you might say you're on the right path, like I just mentioned, but is it right for you? Okay, because it's only you who can make that choice. Okay, and I feel at this moment in time, with this card, is saying be more aware of the situation that's around you. Sign something to do with documents, which everybody gets through the post, of course, but that's where it's coming from. And that you truly need to start being at peace with yourself for you to move forward on where you want to go with it. Okay, I hope that helps in some ways. I know I'm speaking a bit quicker because I want to get through as many. Oh, what cards flew away? Come back, all is forgiven. So there we go. Look, working too hard or too many hours, the need of balance in life, let others help you, as I mentioned, have problems due to stress. And we all have our stress and that. And when we start to worry, yes, we do have our health issues. We can overcome these health issues when we don't rethink things time and time again. Because when we keep thinking and those negative thoughts come in, that actually sends a negative energy through the body. If we try to think positively, I know it's easy for me to say and it's hard to do, but when we start to think positively in our life and surround ourselves with people who you care for, who you trust, who you know are not going to say things behind your back, you know they're not going to do anything against you. If they have an issue, they're going to confront you and say, this is the issue, can we resolve this? And that's it. That is a true friend. Someone who just does something else and starts to send out negative vibes, they're the people to keep away from, because they're not in the right frame of mind. All you can do with that, Mary, is just send out that positive thought to them. Okay, and yeah, absolutely, life is too short, and leave them to themselves. Yeah, I hope that helps, Mary. So yeah, that little bit of guidance there. So don't stress about other people, what they do. Okay, and it's not your issue. As the saying goes, if someone has a problem with you, then it's down to them to solve it, because you don't have a problem with yourself. Or worse of that expression, something like that. Anyway, right, let's go back to hi to Sarah. Hi Bridget, and Kay's here as well. Hello. Hey Pooney. Right, let's go back to VIP. Who do we have VIP? We have Alison Barton, who's a VIP. There we go. The show is not just for VIPs, but I am giving them priority today because they do support the channel. And if you wish to donate 37 pence, that's all it costs, to SBTV, then it's a VIP, or just go to sbtv.uk and follow the link to become a VIP, and you get invited to our lounge, and it does help towards the costs. But I know there's lots of costs nowadays, and I went shopping earlier on. I could not believe the prices. It was like shocking. Someone needs to stand up and say, look, you lot, you money grabbing buggers, the shareholders and the CEOs and a lot, stop being greedy. You say you're for the people, so then start working with the people and stop feeling greedy. Right, so friendship for you has come out, Alison. It says, seek out your soul family, surround yourself with positive people, spend more time socializing. This is what I said to the previous one. Sorry, I forgot already. Terrible. My brain to Mary, what I just said to Mary, is that you've got to surround yourself with friends and people that you trust and who you care for. And what I feel with this card is that if you start to send out positive thoughts, positive vibes, you're going to get this back. Communication is the key on any type of situation. And I do know, because obviously I do know Alison a little bit. We talk. She is an admin here, and she's also a co-presenter with Dawn on the Brunch Show. And I appreciate all your help that you do on SBTV. But I feel with this, all the things that we've talked about and what I know, I think we've got to put that to one side, because I don't think this belongs to this, is that you got to start having this magic back in your life. You got to start thinking this positively, this laughter, this energy that you're seeking. And with this laughter and fun, within these types of friendships, it's going to help your vibration attract positive encounters through whatever you want to do. Something needs to be uplifted, something needs to be changed around you. And I feel at this present, you're being influenced and held back by certain people. Okay, you've got to think of your own judgments. Think of your own limitations as to where you want to go with your life. It is your life. It is your choice where you want to go. You should not allow people to twist things. You shouldn't allow people to manipulate you. That's the word I'm looking for. And you've got to release the relationships that don't work. Okay, because you live in this little bubble. Okay, which most of us do anyway. And I feel what this you need to do is just break this bubble and start to do things that you want to do, not what people expect you to do. Okay, because it is, as I said to Mary, it's up to you. And I just said the magic has returned now, and that's great. But I always want to say to you something about a deep cut. I don't know what that means. I just feel that I want to say to you, there's been a deep cut, and that wound has to be healed for you to go forward. I don't know your personal life and what you're doing with it, but this is what I feel. This is what I feel the card is saying. Also, and I get the colour of autumn, and I love the autumn with all the autumn colours. And obviously you got squirrel there, and it hides all its food. I was going to say something else, but I know what your minds are like. So autumn time, there's changes around you. There's good changes around you, but you've got to let go of things that's holding you back. Something about a beautiful reunion as well is on its way for you. Okay, let's pull you a card from the Angel Wisdom Tarot. The Hermit. Time spent in peaceful meditation and meaningful solitude. Shine your light as an example to others. Seek out or become a spiritual mentor. Self-discovery. Okay. Also get with the Hermit, it's like a typical thing is that you stay in and you surround yourself with what you want to do. Maybe break that circle and start doing things that you want to do. Make new friends, start socializing a bit more. I know you go out quite a lot, but there's something about this bubble that you need to do. Okay, I hope that helps in some ways with my dodgy wisdom. You are welcome. Right, who else have we got on here? We've got Margaret's here as well. Mary's saying everything is going up at the shops at least 50% when able to eat or keep. Well, yeah, it's disgusting, isn't it? And then we got all these multi-millionaires who MPs who want to be voted to be the next MP, and they wouldn't have a clue how much a pint of milk costs or how much a loaf of bread costs. It's just disgusting. So there you go. But let's not go down the political way, shall we? Right, let's have a quick look who else is on. Valerie Corbett. Hi, Valerie. I've got that song now. Won't you come over, Valerie? Yeah. That's the only lyrics I know. There you go. I've got that song Amazing Grace. If you watch the Sunday Sofa, just gone, with Polly and the lovely Jane, they talked about Amazing Grace, and it's just been stuck in my head ever since. Amazing Grace, oh how sweet the sound. Right, Valerie, we got healer for you. You have powerful healing gifts. Have faith in your ability. Stay true to your path as a healer. Now, what this card represents is that you have an ability, like everybody else. It's not a gift, it's an ability to heal. That could be as simple as talking to people, listening to people. But the problem is that when we start to listen and we start to, you get that all the time, but there you go. When you listen to people, that's still healing. So sometimes when we take on too many responsibilities for people, we need to have a breath, I should say, for ourselves as well. And I feel this is what you need to do right now, is have some healing in yourself. Okay, ask for healing, ask Spirit to give you some healing, ask people to send healing. Can I ask everybody here who's listening right now, if everybody can send Valerie some healing? She does need it. You do too much for too many people with little rewards, Valerie, and it's about time you started to say to people no. It's a magic word called no, and it's where you have to be defiant to people and stand up and say, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that for you. Believe in yourself, okay? You have this healing ability like everybody else. If you wish to do healing, it could be Reiki, it could be hands-on healers. Go to your nearest spiritualist church, speak to them, or find someone online. Go to our directory, you find people on there. But it's also about letting your heart, okay? Allow your heart to be open just for the people that you care for, not for everybody else. Okay, I don't know if you ever thought about doing counselling, or if you thought about going on to some studying, but I believe that ability, still just as a healer, would help you and benefit you as well. I also feel that you need to let things go, and you need to talk to people what's been on in the back of your mind. Okay, because if you hold it, you get grey hairs. No, I don't. That was a joke. That was a joke. Don't hold it in. You've got to release this energy, this negative energy, because if you don't, it holds in and your mind starts to wander, and then other words start coming in, and it's not related to the issue that's in hand at this moment in time. I don't know if you're starting a new job or think about going self-employed or something like that, but I get the feeling that is something which you could look into if you want to, and it's prosperity with that. Okay, that's good. Right, I'm going to give you a angel wisdom card. I know they're short and sweet today. Trustworthy, honorable, devoted, cautious someone you can completely trust. A situation that is safe, a solid romantic relationship. Ooh. Hidden but well-intentioned emotions, a charitable benefactor, seeing a counsellor, as I mentioned earlier on. I'll leave that with you. I think that is the King of Thrones or the King of Cups, I think. I'm not quite sure. I don't do tarot, hence why I don't read into the cards. But I hope that helps with you in some way, Valerie. Oh, that fan is so nice. I've got fan, I've got water, and Right, let's have a look who other VIPs are on. We have Joanne Lewis, who's a VIP. Right, Joanne, this is for you. You are welcome, Valerie. Polarity. Integrate your shadow side. There can be no light without dark. Understand the laws of polarity. Okay, that card is for you. I see that as more of like the yin and the yang, and we need that in our lives, because people say, oh, I don't want no negativity, but if you have negativity in our life, I'm not saying this is it, but we can then see the good things. I know what I'm just about to say to you is, I've mentioned this many, many times, but for those who are newbies here, this is a little bit of understanding where I'm going from this. Just imagine if all of you were sitting in a circle right now, and you have this ultimate being who can say, I can do absolutely anything. Whatever you ask for, I can do. So they go around the table, and this one person says, I'm always thinking negative. I'm always drawing negative people with me. I want that taken away. I don't want this negativity around me anymore. And this being says, I can do that. Not a problem. Goes to the next person. I'm always falling from the wrong man. I never feel love when I'm with the same people. Always get hurt. I want this hurt to be taken away. So this being says, yep, not a problem. I can take that away from you. And they keep going around the table. And it says, oh, I don't want to feel hurt. I don't want to feel pain. I've got this illness. And this being just sits there and says, right, clicks the fingers. All those issues that you have are gone. And it just goes completely silent in the room. No one can feel anything. They're just nothing. There's no feeling of happiness, no joy, no nothing. And a person speaks up and says, I don't feel anything. I feel like a zombie. And then everybody else starts saying, yeah, it's like me. I'm not getting anything. I just feel nothing. There's nothing there. And this being goes, well, yeah, because you asked for the pain to be taken away. You've asked for not to get hurt again by falling in love. You've asked that all the negativity is taken away from you. And it goes around the room. And they all look at each other. He said, all what you've asked for is an emotion. So if I take away emotion, you're never going to feel those pain, but you're never going to feel love again. You're never going to feel the joy of holding your child. You're never going to feel the joy of crying. So when you lose something, you're never going to realize how much that person meant to you, because there's no feelings there. Feeling is so important. Even though we go through pains in our lives, maybe it's an emotion to learn, because every emotion is different. Every love that you feel is different. Every person you meet and how you feel about them is different. When someone passes, it's a different feeling to every individual. It's never the same. So when we have this negative, Joanne, around us and this dark side, I feel what I'm trying to get to this is that you are there to step into the light to help other people, to make them realize that life is worth going for. With your understanding of spirit and your knowledge of what you do, you are there as an in-between to talk to people, to guide people. I believe spirit are guiding you on a different path, and it's for you to understand the negatives to the positive, and you to be in the middle to say to people, I am here. I'm here to listen. I know you're in tune with your angels, maybe work with them a bit more, but I'm feeling with all this, there's going to be a shadow side that you're being overshadowed by other spirits to guide others, if that makes sense. So that little story about feelings is just trying to make people understand that life will change for everybody, and we can't hold on to the past. We have to move forward to make people understand. Okay? And I think this is what I want to say to you, Joanne, is that you have this freedom to make this choice. If you want to help people, then be in a situation where you can. there's studying involved here, absolutely, obviously, but it's talking about how you would light the dark side for others through talking, through listening, and just being there. And I feel this is a really positive, wonderful event coming your way. Okay, hope that makes sense in some way, because I went off on a tangent there. But I feel that's a positive thing and different change for you. Right, I'm going to pull you a Angel Wisdom card, the Empress. Time to take action. Give birth to your dreams. Creative projects will be very successful. Abundance and prosperity. There we go. And there's the Empress. There's the animals. And you've got the baby unicorn there. And I feel with that, and you've got unicorn, is that you are the mother you're to there to guide and protect. Okay, hope that helps. Right, and non-VIP next. Hello, we got Danielle, we got hi Carol. Hey Mal, I feel drawn to you, Mal. Straight to you. Hi Diane. There we go, Mal, for some in, straight to there. If you've never had a reading off me before, ever, for the last 3.5 years, I've only been doing it for like 1 week, then let me know, because that'd be interesting. To all the people I've ignored. No, I mean the people I haven't seen. Oh dear. I'm going to get shot one of these days. Patience for you, young lady. Pause before you take action. Absolutely. Trust your divine timing is at work. Be patient and play whilst you wait. Okay, that is for you. Right, hey Sarah, hope you're doing well. Patience. This is a little story. Many years ago, before I was driving, I had to use public transport. And I am so impatient. I hate people. If someone says to me, be there at 2 o'clock, I expect them to be there at 2 o'clock, not 2:30. That winds me up, because I start to worry if they're okay. A quick text message saying, look, I'm going to be 20 minutes late. Is that okay? And they'll be fine. No, I'm going. Sort of thing. But yeah, anyway. So what happened was a watch was given to me. And it kept breaking all the time. Every time we put a new battery in it, took it to the watch repair. And no, nothing wrong with it. And I never understood it. I got so fed up of the clock just stopping, I took it off. And I've never worn a watch since. But that taught me patience to a degree, because I wasn't looking at my watch every 5 minutes to see what the time was. I was a timekeeper. Instead of living my life and enjoying my life, I was putting my life as a clock. Be here at this time, go there at that time. So when I started working, and this is now equivalent to you, Mel, is that I was working for them and not working for what I enjoyed. I had to be there for 9 o'clock, and I would get there for 8 o'clock and start working and think, wait a minute, I'm not getting paid for this extra time. And when 5 o'clock came along, I was still there 6:30, 7 o'clock sometimes working. I thought, wait a minute, they're getting all this extra from all these extra hours. I'm not getting paid for this. So I stopped. If my contract said 9 o'clock, I'd get there a couple of minutes to 9 o'clock and start working. And if it said I finish at 5, I finish at 5 and go. And if my boss said to me, oh, can you come in at the weekend? The answer, no. I want to start living my life. I don't want to live my life around this job. Because what we start to do is that we start living a different world. We start to neglect our family, our friends, our health, and how we do things. So Mal, what I'm saying to you is that you've got to have patience as you move along with your path. There is time for change ahead as well, and it's a project or a new opportunity that's coming your way. But can you take your time, start living the life that you want to live, okay? And there's a situation that you wondering if you should go for it or not. Feel what's right for you. Look at all the pros and cons. Make sure the contracts are signed. Make sure that everything is right for you. If you're starting a new job and it clearly states, or any other job we want to do, put an asterisk next to it and say, no, I do not agree to that. Because I think that's wrong, that a company should expect you to do over and above what's in your job description. But that's me. I don't advise you to do that, but that is as how I work. Okay. What I also want to say to you is that you need to hold space. Okay. You need to just sit back and let others get on with their lives without interfering in what they are doing. They're old enough now to get on with what they're doing. You should now do the things that you want to do. I feel that this card is trying to encourage you to relax a little bit more, wait a little bit more, have a bit more patience. Things are on their way. Okay, start feeling the energy before you go forward. Okay, so that is for you, Mal. So I'm going to pull you a Angel Wisdom Tarot card. Oh, I'm going to drop them. There we go. And it says, I think this is a 10 of coins. Financial security for yourself and your family, inheritance or retirement, peace and contentment in life, honouring family traditions, pride in the family tree, passing on knowledge. And you can see there's a child there, so there's new beginnings. That could also be a pregnancy in the family on its way. And if there is, congratulations. Hey Carla, how you doing? So that was for you, Mal. Right, let's go back to the VIP. So I am bouncing back into the VIPs. Who else have we got? We've done Alison, Tina, Wendy. Wendy is a VIP. I'm not just doing VIPs. I'm going back to forth because I'm trying to give priority to the VIPs today. As a thank you for supporting the channel. SPTV is 100% free, and we rely on your donations to keep us going. We're not like other channels where, and I'm not putting them down, don't take it that way. If someone runs their own channel and they're earning money through that because that's how they earn their money, as long as they're not ripping people off, then it's got nothing to do with me, but I wish them all the best. SPTV don't work that way. All the readers, all the presenters, all the hosts are all voluntary. We never earn any money from this. And if you are a VIP, if you want a private one-to-one reading, then you can book them and they give you £5 off. Of being a VIP for professional reading, not like my dodgy stuff. Hey Kay, hey Natalie. Right, Goddess, it says it, honor your divine feminine energy, see your inner beauty, love every part of you. You gotta love. That's what you gotta do. You gotta love. So Wendy, oh, let's put that straight. Because I remember once I never put the card straight and I had a lot of people complaining for their OCD. Oops. So I had to do that. You are welcome. Right, Goddess. You're in the right place, and if you look closely, I'll bring it up. I don't know if you can see. There is a butterfly. I love butterflies. There's a couple of butterflies. And when I see butterflies, new means that's transformation, new beginning, new life, new start. It's all about new start today for a lot of people. Always seems to be a theme when I do my lives, and today I think it's all about beginning new, new hopes and new chances and all that sort of stuff. Right. Anyway, let's have a look. What do we get for you? I want to say to you, Wendy, that we've got to be feminine at times, haven't we? Not all this stuff that we get, and here it is again, stuff. What we see on the television about being feminists and being sort of gender neutral and all this sort of stuff. I want to say to you, your world is like a girly world. Is a woman is a woman, a lady is a lady, and a girl is a girl. That's what I want to say. Okay, and I feel with this, it's that you're proud of who you are. You are proud in what you do. You're happy in what you do. You're happy and contented with yourself. But there's always that something missing in our lives, that where we want to go and what we do. As I said earlier on, it's down to you where you want to go. It is your life where you want to go. I feel that you get messages in dreams, but not quite understanding them where they go. There's not much for me to say apart from you got to treat your body like it's a temple. You've got to look after yourself, okay? Because there's always change in our lives as we grow, as we go forward. I don't know if you know anybody in the spirit world who passed over with a heart attack and smoked, but that's the feeling I'm getting right now. I'm not a medium, but I just feel I want to say that for some reason. And I feel that these spiritual angels are coming through and they want to tell you that they're there with you, they're watching you. Something about writing as well, putting pen to paper for you as well. I don't know what that means. I don't know if you're writing something, a book or an article or something, or just writing recipes, but it's putting pen to paper. Okay. Lastly, I want to say to you is that don't worry about being disowned, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Okay, live your life. Okay, it's yours. No one can tell you what to do. I know it's short, but that's all I feel with this card. But I will pull you an Angel Wisdom Tarot card. And the card you have, I think, is the King of Swords. I don't know. Intelligent, impartial, respect, Sotic receiving with advice, remain objective and fair-minded, public speaking, communicate clearly, and emotional relationships or being emotionally unavailable. That's okay. I hope that helps in some way. That's that one. That's another VIP. Pamela's saying I have a beautiful voice.
What if I talk like this? Is it beautiful then?
I don't know. I can do a Mrs. Doubtfire. Hello. Right. Hey Carol, hope you're doing well. Mr. Grogan's on. Keep going, Richard. I'm sure everyone will agree with me how well he has done with Regions. Have a good day, Richard, and enjoy your week. You know what, Mr. Grogan? You are a VIP and you give so much to so many people on this channel. And I hope you two are feeling better, Matt and Kirsty. So therefore, I'm going to pull you a card. Now, don't you go taking a mickey, Mr. Grogan. Now, if you ever do need a private reading, Matt and Kirsty are the ones I would highly recommend on this channel. Well, then again, I recommend them all. Well, not all of them, some of them. But they are on the top of my list. I know how spot on they are. I remember when my dad first came through, there's only 3 people. It was Polly, Matt and Kirsty. They described my dad, gave me their name and evidence that no one has ever done before. So that's why I trust them. So a card for you, Mr. Grugown. And the card I have for you is disconcernment. All is not what it seems. Stay true to your knowing. Keep your dreams a secret. Ooh. So obviously I do know Matt a little bit and a little bit what going on in his life, but not a lot. But I do know some of what's going on because we do have a chat. When we finish the show on a Monday night, we're probably there till 11:30, 12 o'clock, chatting away, giggling, gossiping, having a good giggle, and it's really nice. And sometimes I wish we stayed on for just behind the scenes sort of thing, because we do go in depth sometimes, and it's really uplifting. So that's when I know a little bit about that. But anyway, I want to say to you that you've got to look closely at a situation now before taking any further action or making a decision. Okay, an offer or proposal is tempting at first glance, but don't take it. Okay, you need to look below the surface and see the situation. I do know what's going on, so I know that makes sense. I also want to say to you that there is a hidden reason as to why this has been offered to you, but there is a better choice later. If I know that hopefully would make sense to you. Also, there's someone around you right this moment in time, could be friends or family, is withholding information or to trying to distract you from some truths, let's say. Okay, and you need to use your ability to just take it as a pinch of salt and leave it and do the things that you need to do. Also, I feel you need to sit down, you need to pause your life in a moment, pause some type of proceedings and dig deeper and find out the full picture of what's being said or what's being written down, because there's some hidden truths there for you. And also, lastly, what I want to say to you, don't doubt what you get. I don't know if your mind has been changing or there's some thoughts that's been changing around you. If you're doubting if you want to continue or you just had enough, is it your mind going nuts? Well, you are nuts, but that's another story. But there is right opportunities, not now, but there are opportunities that are coming your way. And I feel what this unicorn and this maiden is saying to you is that keep your dreams, your ideas, your thoughts to yourself. Because if you tell other people your thoughts and your dreams, they would take these and use it. I know that because it's happened to me so many times in my life, and I need to learn to keep my mouth shut because I'm too trusting to people, and I have faith in a lot of people. It's when you start hearing things with the lies and the deceit, and it's upsetting, and you just want to give it all up. How many times have I wanted to give up SBTV? So many times, because it's a full-time job for me, and I try and earn a living outside here, and it's overtaken my life. I get very stressed, I get very upset by people saying things, and I shouldn't. I should think, well, I do this for the people that I care for and for the love of people, to help and support them, and that's why SBTV is set up. And the reason why I'm saying that to you is I'm going to give you some of the advice that you give me. Don't give up. Keep going. You have a beautiful gift. You help so many people, but you've got to slow down. You've got to do the things that you need to do. There's also an exciting new idea on your way. Take your time with this idea, but run with it, because it's going to be a good thing. But that means other thing has to be pushed to one side, but it's a positive thing going forward. Another thing I want to say to you, a lot of people don't share your belief. Allow them to have their speech, but don't preach. I know you don't do that anyway, but it's like everybody listening right now. If you have a belief, allow people to have their own opinions and their own thoughts, because for them it's right. For you it may be wrong, but who are we to judge what other people think? It's their lives. Okay, and I'm 99% sure Matt's gone anyway. He never stays. But I'm going to pull him an angel wisdom card for him. There we go. A beautiful new emotional experience, as I mentioned. A romantic relationship or deep friendship. Ooh, Kirsty's in for an exciting time. Awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual insights, as I mentioned. A level out or a new home. So there are changes. There you go. There you go. There you go. I hope that helps in some ways, and send my love to Kirsty as well. Right, who else have we got on? Hey, Sarah. Hey to Avishai. I think I've pronounced that right. Margaret's here as well. Ruby's here. Ruby, don't take your love to town. Oh, Ruby, don't take your love to town. Oh, that was Kenny Rogers, I believe, wasn't it? She's leaving now, 'cause I just heard the slamming of the door. They got karaoke in this channel, you know. £2.50 an hour. So, Carol McDowell. And Tracy's here as well. Hi, Tracy. So, who are we going for, Richard? We're going... Oh, you're talking to yourself, you idiot. We're going to Carol. I've lost it. There we go. Carol. What's she saying? And Christine Davies, I've just seen. Yes, definitely, we all have different opinions. Doesn't mean one is right or one is wrong, just the way it is. Absolutely, Carol. And why have I got Terry T on the screen? I don't know. Maybe that was meant to be for Terry then. But we go back to Carol and then maybe go to Terry. Why isn't it jumping across? It's lost its mind. There we go. Sort it out. Richard. Right. Victoria says she would karaoke with me. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do a karaoke night. As long as they play a bit of Elvis, I'm all right. Oh, baby. You know. Kay's been here since the beginning of the live. So have I, Kay. What a coincidence. You and I are here at the very beginning. But thank you for joining me. Remind me, Kay, to give you a message, because I am terrible. I will forget, because I haven't got long to go. That's got stuck in my head now, that song. I need to water my plant. It looks like it's thirsty. I get you. If you're a newbie, you get used to it if you come back. I go off on a tangent. I go on one thing, then on to another thing, and on to another. Oh, I'm all over the place. But that keeps all the excitement in, doesn't it? Right, this one is for Carol. Gentleness. Be kind to yourself and others. Honour your gentleness. Speak words of love. And there we go. Show the love. It's another beautiful. I love the colours of that. And then you've got that calm sea and the unicorn there. Yeah, it's lovely. Sometimes, Carol, we just got to go with the flow, but we need to make sure that we're happy with that flow, because sometimes we can be gentle to people, it can backfire on us. And I just want to say to you, it's about time now you had this gentleness within you. Okay, I want to say you're very sensitive. I want to say that you're a gentle soul, and you love animals, the wildlife, and you love being out there. You like being sociable. You like being with people that, I don't know. I want to say to you, you just go with the flow, and you just want to be happy, and that's all you want. That's all you ever ask for, is to be happy and feel. You don't want to feel uncomfortable about addressing or being in front of a conflict. You don't like and confronting situations that you realise that it's time, nothing's going to happen. So what is the point? Well, what I'm saying to you is keep that humanity there. Keep that beautiful part of you that you enjoy being. Acknowledged, I want to say psychic abilities. Well, you'll have it anyway. Most people call it the sixth sense. And I feel that maybe you want to move into that a little bit more. I don't know if you do tarot cards or crystals or anything like that, but there's something to do with that I feel. I also want to say to you, there's some kind of new love, or some kind of a new beginning with love. I'm not saying you're not in a relationship or anything like that. It could be a rekindling your relationship you're already in, inspiring it to grow into something more. I see young people around. Me and my kids want to be happy. Just on a spiritual journey. There we go. And I feel this is what's going to change for you. Go with what you feel is best for you, and don't worry about situations that makes your mind wander off to certain things. Not like mine. Mine, I go, I'll be talking and having a conversation, and all of a sudden I might throw something in, and you think, where did that come from? My mind is all over the place. I have a terrible memory, absolutely terrible memory. But going back to you, is that I think this gentleness is going to be a sacred gift for you. Having this quiet self is going to help you grow in your spirituality because of what you're doing. If there is conflict around you, with people with different or conflict of interest, try and make them understand that, like, this is what you want to do with your life. That's fine. This is what I want to do because I feel that I want to do this. I want to help others, or I want to go further with my spiritual path and where I want to go. You want to find the real Carol, if that makes sense. Okay, and I feel that yes, you are going to be happy, is having that contentment within inside yourself where you know where it's going to go. It's all about speaking, and I believe that you do have a way of words, the way you can articulate your words, how you speak, how you demonstrate the acts of kindness around people. You have this gentle light, and it's a gorgeous thing to have. And I feel people are drawn to you because of this. And I feel this is why your spiritual journey is just going to keep going and shining, because the way you act towards others. Eh? I understand I couldn't love other person on my son who was tormented, but I know he is with my spirit. Absolutely. When the human body decides to give up, our spiritual mind, our conscious mind, people call it spirit, continues in our own minds, in our own hearts. And this is why it's really important for all of us to film, to take pictures, to record the people, even if they don't like it. A little story, I know I've told this before. I used to take wedding pictures many years ago, wedding photography. And I always remember going to a wedding, and I was told by the groom's father, under no circumstances am I allowed to take pictures of him. He doesn't like his picture taken. Only the pose shots, that's it. And I try to take some, I see that as a task. So I try to take some pictures on a zoom lens in a corner. And he approached me, he said, look, I know you're taking pictures, I don't like it, stop it now. And I turned and I said to him, well, I'm taking these pictures for your daughter because she wants photographs of you laughing. She wants photographs of you being happy and enjoying the moment. Because when you pass, and you will pass, she won't have those memories because you didn't want anyone to take pictures of you being happy. That's why I'm doing it. If you can allow this wall to come down and allow people to film you and take photographs. I hate my photograph pictures taken and put them on the public. That's who I am. But when I'm out with my family and close friends, yeah, take pictures, I don't mind. But when people don't really know, I don't like it because they don't ask for my permission. I'm really weird. But anyway, moving away. So he said to me at the end of it, he said, after I spoke to him, I said, this is not for you, it's for your daughter. She wants to, her children, your grandchildren, want to see photographs of you being happy. And he just went quiet. I thought he's going to say something to me. He's either going to punch me in the face or he's going to tell me something else. And he said, I never thought about it like that. I never thought about when I'm going to be missed. Will people remember me as a miserable old bugger, or will they want to see me being happy? I want them to see me happy. And he turned around and said to me, snap away. And then I watched him for the rest of the evening, and I've never seen a man just happy, dancing with his family, grabbing me and said, quick, take a picture of his grandchildren, his daughter. It changed his thoughts because it's making him realise that we never know how long someone's going to be there in a physical way. So what I'm saying to you, Carol, is have those memories, because we do forget what they sound like. We do forget what they look like. We can just close our eyes and we can visualise in our mind. But having that footage of their mannerisms, or if they come through a medium and they have their personality come through, and that makes us smile and makes us want to cry, because we know that life continues after the body death. And isn't that a wonderful thing as spiritualists? We know, yes, we grieve because we can't hold them, but we also grieve in a way that we know that they're going to be happy. They're going to be watching us. They're going to be guiding us, because that's what I believe it's all about. It's not about finding you a car park space. It's not about finding millions, which really winds me up. They should let me win the millions. But it's about someone being there, guiding someone. If you went and saw your parents and you had an issue, you go and speak to them and say, Mum, Dad, or an older sibling or whatever, I said, I've got this issue. I need your advice. I need your guidance. So they give it. So when they go to spirit and you're having a rough time, they can't physically be there to hold you and say you're going to be fine, but they would come through there. You might get a burning sensation on the back of your spine. You might see them on the side. You might have a memory of them popping into your head. You might have a distinct smell, or whatever the case may be. And it's those, hi Sandy, it's those memories that you will have to remember. And it's those memories that will actually keep you and that individual life going. Well, I'm getting to you out of this, and this is where the gentleness comes in. Sit down within that power, within that time, to allow you to remember the ones that have gone, because they're not gone, they're still there. All right. Anyway, let's pull you a card of the Angel Wisdom. And there we go. An opportunity, an amazing opportunity. Be bold, courageous, and optimistic. Now is the time to take action. Do what you're passionate about. Okay. And that card is for you. I hope that helps in some way. Okay. And just remember, I'm not a medium, but sit. If you do need a reading, I highly recommend going onto our directory. If you see the SBTV logo next to a medium's name, that means they've been vetted by SBTV and they've been highly recommended. And if you are a VIP, then obviously you would get your discount with them as well. Okay. Right, young people out there in the world. Any other VIPs? Let's have a look. Heather, are you still here, Heather? So as I said, we're doing VIPs, priority for VIPs today, and we're not forgetting the non-VIPs. I just want to do that as well. Just waiting for Heather to tell me if she's here or not. You are very welcome, Carol. I hope that helps. Hey, Heidi. Natalie, I've just read your comment now. I'll put it on screen. I hope you don't mind. Because, oh my goodness, that's just made me really emotional. There would be no trace of me when I pass. I hate images of me. There's literally none. I've never thought of it like that. Thanks, Richard. You're welcome, Natalie. Because if we have these silly pictures, and trust me, there are plenty of silly pictures with me out there. You might even see me some dodgy videos that Miss Polly Harnett has done, the cheeky little madam. Especially when the kids are around. Oh, I am the biggest kid you'll ever know. Love it. And I don't care. So yeah, sneaky pictures as well. So I don't know if she is here or not. Let's have a quick look. I haven't seen her. Heather, are you here? Going once. Going twice. Arishai, I think that's how you say it now. I don't know, Arishai. My husband are separated, there's no contact situation. When will we both reunion and how? When will we both reunion and how? And is the current feeling for me? I don't know. I can't answer that. I'm not a marriage counsellor or a love counsellor here. But sometimes when we have conflictions in our lives, it's because we don't understand. That's the majority of the conflictions. Communication is so important through everybody's lives. We misunderstand, especially in text messages or non-verbal, because we can't see their body reactions, their body language. And sometimes we just have to listen to people without judgment and understand what they're going through. And maybe if we can communicate, or maybe if you can communicate with your husband through just saying, okay, I don't want to shout, I don't want to scream, I want you to make me understand why this situation has happened. And if you can do that, then that starts the art of conversation, not shouting, but the art of conversation, of understanding. Because once we understand a situation, maybe it's something to do with us that we're doing that people don't like. You shouldn't change yourself, but if it's upsetting people and you find it funny, then maybe you should look within yourself. Ask the situation as to what you want through your life. Is it the same as what they want through their life? Because you got together for a reason. You got together because you fell in love with the individual. You like the way they acted, the way they did there, they made you laugh, or whatever the case may be. And as time progresses, these things slowly fade because you get complacent, you get happy within yourself, and you just plod along, and you forget how you got together. And that includes friendship. So look back to what happened. Can you resolve it? And if so, how can you go forward? But remember, it's all about communicating. Okay. I haven't seen anything either. I haven't seen anything on. I'm just talking to Alison and Heidi now. I haven't seen anything on there. I haven't doubt of anything, but I haven't seen it. Right. Anyway, Tracy can relate to that. Well, I hope that helps in some ways. I don't think our Heather's on here. No. Right. Okay. Have a quick look. What's the time? You know what, people, I'm actually going to call it a day. I said I'm only going to do it for an hour, but I am back tomorrow night. But this evening we have Live with Spirit with the lovely Christine Stewart. She's doing flower readings, I believe, which is all colour readings. I think it is flower readings, which is fascinating to watch. But before I go, I'm going to pull a card for everyone like I usually do. This is for everyone. So tonight, 8 o'clock UK time, we're back on with Christine Stewart. And then tomorrow night, you have me again. And there's something special tomorrow night. And I'm not telling you what it is. It's something special. Action. This is one of my favourite cards. As you know, with regulars, I've got quite a few, but this is one of my ultimate favourite ones. Action. Now is the perfect time to act. Take inspired action towards your dreams. Move forward with confidence. And I'll bring that up so you can see that a little bit more. And I see that ray of light, a spirit guiding, protecting, and so on to you. Whatever ideas, whatever situation you have right now is the time for you to do something. Okay, enjoy what you have with your life, because tomorrow is another day. And there's so many sayings out there, wise words, and one that pops into my mind is, if I can remember, pops in my mind, but then it goes, let it go. Don't ruin a good day by thinking about a bad yesterday. And I'll leave you with that. Enjoy yourself, everybody. Take care. See you later.